Us. We are joined in the studio now by Mount Dora Christian Academy head coach, Kolby Tackett. Kolby, thank you for coming on the Sports Hub.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, it's a great to have you here. Mount Dora Christian Academy, they are looking pretty good to start the season off. You had a 28-0 win against Cornerstone earlier, just coming off another victory as well to start the season. Can you talk a little bit about being back at Mount Dora Christian Academy and basically what brought you back here? Because this isn't your first stint with Mount Dora.
Yeah, I was here for 4 years before, and I get that question a lot. Why did you come back? I was in Nashville, Tennessee, and the people. I believe that the alignment is right for us here. I think the vision that they have and what they want to accomplish was in line with what we want to do. My wife loves this area. We just had our first child, who she's going to go to school there, and so I get to see that baby every day. So it wasn't just one thing, but the people are what stood out for me coming back here.
And that's what I hear a lot of in this community is people, and that's what brings them back. So you had a ton of success at Mount Dora Christian Academy the first time and first go-around. You were 22-9, I believe, the first go-around. What do you have to do this time around to have that same success? Because you're coming and replacing Coach Mike Kintz. He led them, the Bulldogs, to 3 consecutive Sunshine State championship games. Can you get back there this year?
I don't look ahead. We're going to tackle this week, and I know that's such like coach talk, but I can't make any guarantees. But we have a tall task this week. But reestablishing the culture that we had when we left, having leadership and having a program based on love. That's the key, and that's what we're trying to kind of drive back home right now.
As far as Mount Dora Christian Academy goes, you're obviously trying to build all of that repertoire. But as far as the coaches go, how have they embraced your philosophies?
They've done a great job. I mean, we kept 2 of the former coaches, and then we brought in basically an entirely new staff. So they've understood kind of how the process was and now what it is, and they've been great. Honestly, there hasn't been a whole lot of issues, and we're all on the same page, and we're all in it for the blue and white. You know, it's not one guy better than the other. We're all pulling in the same direction.
And then when we talk about some of the players, we lose Isaiah Bryant last year, really good player. He led the team in touchdowns. He's moved on to college, and of course we lost as well Joey Gamori, the quarterback last year. You are returning Connor Calfee this year. He is a great middle linebacker. Can you talk a little bit about Connor Calfee?
Yeah, he's a stud. We can't have him in our hitting drills all the time because most of our team won't go against him anymore. But no, he's been awesome. He's also like a 4.3 GPA kid. He's very smart, very intelligent. You have to tell him what to do one time. He knows what to do. And we're fortunate to have guys like that. When I left the first time, I coached Connor when he was an 8th grader. So it's kind of fun to go full circle with Connor now. But yeah, he's a rock star.
That's awesome. Connor Calfee going to be a lot of fun to watch this year, and I hope he gets some college offers as well coming through in the next couple of years. How have the players responded to you being back here?
I think obviously there's some good days and some bad days, but overall we're going to try to be relational in everything we do, and they're in my office all the time, all day. So I think we're doing something right as far as building those relationships with all the guys.
Mm-hmm. What are your philosophies for the team as far as coming in here? What do you like to push as far as that goes? Christian philosophies, of course, the Christian Academy.
Yeah. I mean, our mantra is based off of John 15:13. No greater love than this than a man lays down his life for his brother. We say that every single day. That's it's on our signs. It's on the back of our shirts. Like, that's what we want to be about. But we preach selflessness every single day. I think in a world where it's all about individual, we preach the exact opposite. We love to praise them when they're celebrating others' success, and that's difficult because that's not the message that they hear every day. But that's the message they hear from us every day. So.
It's terrific to have that, especially at your school. Mount Dora Christian Academy does a great job at pushing those values. I wanted to talk about some twins that you have on the football team. Really interesting story if you don't know what's going down. This weekend, Mount Dora Christian Academy is going to be playing against Mount Dora High School. So the Battle of Mount Dora, going to be a lot of fun, right? Well, Mount Dora Christian Academy has a set of twins, and so does Mount Dora High School. Let's talk about them. That's the Roach brothers, I believe. Seth Roach Roach, and then you've got Nathan Roach on your squad. On the other side of Mount Dora High School, you have Blake Seppi and Jake Seppi. Yeah. So can you talk about your guys?
Yeah, well, what's funny is Blake and Jake, I coached them when they were in the Bombers organization when I was here the first time at Mount Dora Christian, so I knew the Seppis very well. And then we got Nate and Seth over the summer. So it's a really cool dynamic. I don't know of any time in my career where we've had two sets of twins competing against each other. So it's pretty cool just to see that happen. But they're great kids. They've completely bought into the program and what we're asking them to do, and we're very fortunate to have them.
That's going to be a lot of fun to watch, the two twins going up against each other this weekend. As far as Mount Dora High School goes, you're going to obviously try to win this game. This is a huge game for you guys. Yeah. You guys are going to be this team plays a lot on artificial turf. Right. You guys are going to be playing on a natural grass surface, so a little bit different. You got to get grass stains on them white jerseys. Right. So how have you prepared for Mount Dora High School? They seem to have a really good quarterback. They got Jake Seppi. They got a couple of different wide receiver combinations. The wide receiver core is really good for Mount Dora. How are you going to be able to contain that?
Yeah, they're very talented. What I notice that stands out is that their roster numbers. It's like 3 times the size of what our roster numbers are. So obviously there's some challenges there. But again, we believe in our guys as well. They pose a lot of issues for us. So we had a good Monday. We got to have a good Tuesday. We got to have a good Wednesday, and we got to have a good Thursday, and hopefully that translates to Friday. But I told them all week, this is going to be 4 quarters, absolute brawl. They want to beat us, and we want to beat them, and that's small town high school rivalries. That's how it should be. So we're excited for the opportunity.
How's your running back core looking? Because last year, obviously, you had Isaiah Bryant. You had a couple of guys last year. How has that come together this year for you guys?
It's more by committee this year. I don't know if we have a guy, but we have multiple guys that we try to rotate in, and we've used these preseason games to kind of see who's going where, and on Friday night, hopefully we get the combination figured out. It gives us some success.
That'd be a lot of fun. As far as we talked about the football program, all of that, can Mount Dora Christian Academy compete for the championship this year? What does that look like? I know you don't like to look ahead, but what is this team? What is your goal for this team?
My goal is to play our best football in late October, and that's what I told them in our team meeting 2 weeks ago. It's what I told them in our team meeting yesterday. The goal is not to play your best football now; it's to play your best football in late October. I've had two runs with 2 different teams where we started the season off 0-3, and then we rattled off 9 in a row after that. So it's really not how you start; it's how you finish. So we're really trying to force just get better each day, and I know that's coach talk. I don't want to say we're going to go compete for a championship. I don't want to say we're not. I want to get better from this week to next week and so on.
And then as far as you, outside of football, you're a husband, a father. Congratulations on your new baby. That's fantastic. How does your family impact the way that you coach, maybe, or how has it impacted your career?
Yeah, no, it's changed. When I didn't have a little girl, it was, hey, football is life, and this is our time and football time and whatever. And now these parents are like, hey, I got to get home and feed the kids. And I'm like, no, I get it now. You got to get home and take care of those babies. But no, you love them. You love them like you love your own, and it's been such a blessing. And it's a different perspective, but it's been a great perspective. She's out there every Friday night running on the sideline, so she'll be my water girl for the next 18 years if I have it my way.
That's beautiful. Yeah. That's fantastic. Do you have a favorite team moment, maybe a favorite coaching moment from your career, whether it's at Mount Dora Christian Academy or football in general? Do you have a favorite moment?
I don't think I have a favorite moment. I have a ton of little moments. It stems from when kids do something they don't think they can do, and it finally clicks and they realize they can do it. I love when our players go sign to play at the next level. I love getting phone calls from players at the next level that are thriving at the next level. That kind of tells us our program is doing something right to prepare them for that next step. So I wouldn't say I have one favorite moment, but I have a ton of those little moments.
How's it been working with Megan Ziegelhofer? I mean, she's the first female athletic director at Mount Dora Christian Academy. We're going to be talking to her coming up as well. How has that dynamic worked with coming back here?
She's a rock star. Honestly, I didn't think coming back here was ever going to be an option. But she got it done. I don't know how she got it done, but with Mount Dora Christian Academy, the athletics, you look at it in the last few years under her leadership, it's skyrocketed,
Yeah.
and she's just not getting started. That's what's crazy. Like, she's just getting warmed up. So buckle up, because she's a rock star.
Yeah, she really is. They've sent a bunch of kids. They sent their largest, I think, class this past season to college to play, whether it's Division I or Division II, Division NAIA schools. That's what they're doing. So really exciting stuff coming up. One final question before you leave, Coach. I want you to answer this question the best you possibly can. The Mount Dora Christian Academy Bulldogs will in 2023.
Oh man, that's a good one. Man, that's a good question. I'm going to say the Mount Dora Christian Academy Bulldogs. We're going to become more selfless. We're going to put each other first. And I know that's, again, cliche coach speak, but I mean that to my core. And if we do that, everything else will follow from it.
All right, Coach, thank you for coming on the Sports Hub. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.